so let's go attack enough guardians. Enough guardians, there's a village over here, there's another camp here. Interesting. Get ready to die, Nifgod.
Don't you worry yourself, your grace. We'll get her done in no time.
Mead rode at the front, her eyes fixed on the ground, and thus spotted the pit masked by leaves and branches. She tugged hard on her reins and steered her mount to the side. Alas, the cavalryman behind her did not follow her lead. Leaves rustled, boughs snapped, and the horseman crashed to the pit's bottom, snapping his neck. Moments later, it was clear who'd set the trap when the forest came alive and a cry rang out.
trap! Rally to me!
We'll catch 'em all! Order!
Ha!
Your life is mine now. Can't get our asses moving.
Is that why?
Alba!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Wise choice.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Eri gloire! Trouver les gloires!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Egreto dum spes est.
Estella Zweifel!
Greetings. What is it?
El Herzer. Prepare to fight, if you've any honor. Retreat! Fall back!
Caught between Lyrian hammer and Skelligan stone, Nilfgaard was shattered, destroyed. The victors now stood eyeing each other. These islanders were not like those Meve had met before. They wore no armor and carried no shields. At their fore stood a man as stout as an ox and bald as an ancient ghoul. His men called him Arnulf, the Patricide.
I thank you for your aid, Arnulf.
Said Meve, extending a hand.
Aid, she says. Aid? Do you hear that, mates?
The Skelligers exchanged glances, then erupted in roaring laughter.
Should we trust them?
Not here to help yous, not at all. We're after killing.
Join me and you shall have your fill.
Join nuisance? Just who the hell are you?
Meve, Queen of Rivia and Lyria.
Meve?
Arnulf said, his tone sobering.
I know the name. Lippy Goodman called ye bold, praised your courage to the high heaven. So be it. We'll follow ye into fire, wench. Just let us taste of blood. Grant us a death worthy of heroes.
Meve couldn't help but smile, then nodded to accept. The Lyrians stepped aside as tattooed warriors joined their ranks.
Is this the Skellige camp? Looks like this is a Skellige camp. I should go check the village, honestly, first. First thing I should do is check the village. there's any board in the village that lets me know about side quests. So there's an unlocked garden camp over here. I don't want to go there yet. I'll check the village. A peasant by the name of Gussa has requested an audience. He says he's found a curious object in Elven Loom. Climbs into the midst of the magical aura of sort. I cannot vouch for the truth of his words, but the man himself is soaked in aura of hooch, your grace. Do you buy this so-called artifact? Sure. It might be a useful card, so. My lady, a traveling merchant has stopped in the camp. He's invited you to be his ward. What is your reply? Well, I need wood. Give me wood.
Beware! The bloody mist. Ugh, milady.
There's no, well, there's no, quest boards. There's no notice boards here. Okay. That's fine. I guess I'll go around then. I think I'll go around. Check this place, check the ruins. Go around first then, I guess. I thought maybe it was like a notice board that would give me like markers, but nope. Nothing. And we're still in the dang swamp. There should be a dead end to the left here, right? Okay. It's over here. It's an alternate path to the Nilfgaardian camp. Let's go. There's another path here. Okay, there's just a bunch of paths within the trees. So I have to. I know there's also a side path here that leads to loot. This was the dead end, right? Okay, so okay. And there's something over here where ruins are. We'll explore those ruins. Well, we don't have Gambler with us. Oh well. We don't have Gambler with us. We left in back. Because he betrayed his clan. Well, he betrayed his... He did lots of stuff behind our back. Let's just say that. Let's check what's in those rooms.
The scouts rode at the ford, with Meve right behind them. Their task, to find safe passage for the rest of the force. One among them probed for the quagmire's depth, a pole of 5 ells in hand. Suddenly, all heard a loud clang. The scouts dismounted, then heaved a bronze statue from the mire. Once it was cleaned of slime and muck, Meve instantly recognized its elven handiwork. The sculpture was exceedingly well preserved, save one detail. Someone had removed its face, leaving a black hole in its stead.
Search the environs,
Ordered Meve. Amongst some brambles, they discovered the entrance to a vast tomb. Its doors had been torn open, On the ground before them lay scattered bones, some yellowed with age, others fresh, cracked and tattered from having been gnawed. Neve stood silent and contemplating at the tomb's threshold. Then, torch in hand, she entered and waded into fetid waters. Her soldiers followed close, arms at the ready, and suddenly a roar thundered from deeper inside the tomb. Neve turned from the frescoes to see monstrous eyes blazing in the dark. Even Ake's normally steely mien betrayed a raw, consuming fear.
Agents or fiends? Ancient fiend, oh god.
To me! We'll not die this day!
Catch!
Ah!
Hey?
We got a job to do.
Elven blarney.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
My favourite cut of lamb? The shank.
Ah!
I fear not, for faith guides me.
I think that's the last of them. But keep your weapons at the ready.
In her torch's feeble glow, the queen examined the beast's corpse. She could not help but to shudder in disgust.
Perhaps it's better
She thought.
that we faced it in the dark.
At the corridor's end, they found a closed door. Before any could draw near, it opened with a crash. Beyond lay a circular room. Light shone through a hole in the chamber's ceiling, illuminating a stone pedestal and the sword that lay upon it.
The air in here, it crackles with magic.
Whispered Isbel. Meve gripped the blade's hilt. A soothing warmth filled her arms and spread across her shoulders. Her tired muscles ceased trembling. Her fingers, stiff as sticks, relaxed. She brandished her prize, the air hissing as the blade sliced through it. She then nodded approvingly. The reward had been worth the risk.
Let's go to the Garden Camp.
One boat's all I need. Give me a target. Arbalist at your command.
Ha! Ah!
Armor wars.
Can use this. Not sure for what just yet.
One boat I need. Give me a target.
Win.
Your Grace, the charts say we near Tusley.
Angren.
Ah, there it is.
Here we must part.
Began the druid, waking Meave from deep thought.
We wish you good fortune, your majesty, and give thanks for the road shared
Well,
with
the
this
drones are
modest
leaving.
gift.
Okay.
As the druids turned and walked away, the Lyrians' horses, unbidden, stepped back and bowed their heads. Meave gazed long after the travellers, and only then opened the bundle. The gift was indeed quite modest.
The trees no longer wish us here. They call for someone else. This land is sick, defiled by a parasite that grows hungrier each day. Corruption flows from Isgith. It's there an evil lurks. The tree...
Oh, lads, I don't fancy twigs, but you're ever good for pokes, and I'm over tits.
Meave and the horseman beside her exchanged a perplexed glance. They'd heard the song clearly, both its tune and its verse. Whoever had hollowed it had to be close, and given their diction, rather well oiled. Moments later, a hamlet appeared to the Lyrians' tired eyes. A great bonfire blazed at its center. Around it danced peasants, barefoot, giggling, hooting, joyful and carefree. One by one, they noticed the queen. Soon, all were silent, huddled together, children peering from behind their backs.
Fear not,
Said Meve.
we mean you no harm. What do you celebrate? A lad's grooming? Nuptials?
Nay, my lady. Hell yes. The gods have been kind. Filled us nets and snares with game. Come time we thank them.
Yes. You've things to be thankful for.
We do, my lady. And we's poor folk. So a queen. Well, you must as well. Your Majesty, stay tonight, feast with us. There'll be music and plenty of rum by the fire.
Why not?
Began Meve, daintily dismounting.
We all deserve some respite, I suppose.
The Lyrians needed no convincing. With astonishing haste, they removed mail and helmets, then eagerly joined in the fating and dance. Amidst the trilling of flutes, fifes, and fiddles, all those gathered revelled until dawn. They could rest at last, forget about Nilfgaard and the many beasts that prowled among the reeds. They'd long remember that night. The carefree laughter, peasant maids whirling in dance, the ale cold as a mountain spring, and the bread they crisped over the fire. One exchange in particular etched itself into the Queen's mind, an exchange she overheard.
Not a little? Not even a teeny tiny bit?
I'll say it again. It's not your concern.
Of course it's not. Wouldn't be so damn curious if it were. So be it. Keep your silence. But those eyes like the summer sky, that hair like waves of grain. I see the way you gape.
What do you two speak of?
Your Majesty.
Couldn't have answered that better myself.
Who does Reynard gape at?
Ha! The new ballista, what else? Ah, what a piece of work. Pure art, I say. Can't tear your eyes away for an instant.
Haven't you two held enough from me already? Don't play me for a fool. What's this about?
Meve, honestly, you do better to.
It's a private matter, Your Grace. One of the heart, you might say. If you'd allow it, I'd rather not share the details of our conversation.
All right. I'll leave you to discuss whatever men discuss. Consider me gone.
Meve turned and walked back to the fire, sat down on an old stump.
Ha! That was close. Shh!
And the faintest of smiles crossed her lips. Meve expected the villagers to request recompense for their welcome. Yet the peasants made not the slightest mention of coin, and the queen was much moved by their kindness. Once again, those with the least had proved the most willing to share. The Lyrians did not assemble come the morn. The force marched off in the afternoon, unshaven, unbathed, dishevelled. Not normally one to overlook contempt for discipline, that day Meve understood even soldiers needed to let their guard down.
Admire round my admire
Oakley, bud, Oakley, Oakley, bud, Oakley.